Welcome. I'm Jan Roncelli, Bloomfield Township Clerk, and you're watching At Your Service. Today we're going to talk about the 2010 decennial census. Now 2010 seems a long ways away, but actually the census is less than a year away. And I have some special guests in the studio with me today to help us talk about the census, where everyone needs to be counted, and its significance for not only the United States, but for the residents here in Bloomfield Township. So I'd like to begin by introducing my guests, and to my left over here, ladies first, Christine Jadu, who is a partnership specialist with the U.S. Census Bureau. Welcome, Christine.
Thank you for having us, Jan.
Oh, we're pleased to have you.
It's great to be here.
Good. And on her left, we have Mike Price, who is a media partnership specialist, correct?
That is
Mike?
correct. Glad to be here. Mike Price at your service.
Okay, we've got you. And to my immediate left here, we have Ed Nassar, who is a partnership specialist as well with the U.S. Census Bureau.
Thank you for having us. Glad to be here.
Oh, thank you, Ed. So the three of my guests are experts on the U.S. Census for 2010, and they are already on their road to the countdown, correct?
That is correct.
I thought we'd start the show today with a short video called Portrait of America, which kind of gives you an overview of what the census is all about. So we'll start the show with that short video and then come back to our guests and have them elaborate on some of the questions I have about the census, and I'm sure that you'll have. So let's roll the census Portrait of America.
On April 1st, 2010, our nation will be counted. Every person, whoever they are, wherever they live. And what we learn will transform what we know about ourselves. The 2010 census, it's a new portrait of America. The 2010 census is an exciting milestone for America. It promises to deliver accurate information about our diverse and growing population. And it's important for the future of every community. Census data will be used to allocate over $300 billion in federal funds every year.
The 2010 census will be important to the nation because it is the foundation of our democracy.
The census, no matter when it is the consummate partnership between local, state, and federal government.
Communities use the data to plan for their future, like disaster and emergency services, healthcare services, schools, transportation, libraries, senior centers, and more. The 2010 census builds on the success of previous censuses and is the best planned and most well-researched census ever. And innovations, like a new short census form, will help to make it even more successful. The 2010 census, it's easy to complete. Data are always confidential and safeguarded. It's important.
This census is a commitment to the American way of life. To be counted as a resident of the United States, I think, is one of the proudest things that can happen to you in this country. It's important. Stand up for yourself, be counted, let people know you're out there.
The 2010 census, it's a new portrait of America.
A photograph, a time and place, a picture holds a moment's space, a portrait of hopes and dreams, telling the story of our time. And for now we know that we're changing fast. And for now it's clear that we've left the past. America, let's celebrate. We're proud and we stand tall.
I have to tell you, Mike, that is a well-done public service announcement, that Portrait of America, you being the media partnership specialist.
I agree. Each census, we have some talented people at our public information office, many who've been in television or radio, who have the best interest of our community in mind overall, and they are able to send out information on DVD that helps out in the community, as well as from a national perspective. But I'm pleased that they will tailor some of the information on DVD to the specific marketplace and here to Bloomfield Township.
Well, we really appreciate it. It's really well done. What intrigues me most about the Portrait of America, and there's one little scene in there, is the address canvassing. And I was fortunate to attend a municipal clerks conference a couple of months ago, and we had a program on the U.S. Census, and I was intrigued by the addressed canvassers. And I know that the people in Bloomfield Township will be seeing these people on our streets actually they started in April, and I understand they're canvassing the communities across the United States until July. What are they doing, Christine? What are the canvassers doing?
The canvassers are actually out on the streets wearing badges that identify them as Census Bureau employees. And what they're doing is they actually physically walk up to the home site or the apartment building or the hospital and identify the structure and put the address in a handheld computer system where it goes to a main server and all the addresses are collected. And then after that, I believe we match them up with the post office, also addresses, to make certain that they both match, so that in March of 2010, every household or apartment building or hospital will be getting questionnaires for the 2010 census.
Now, 10 years ago in 2000, in the last census, did we have these handheld computers
We
to
did not.
verify the addresses?
We did
No.
not.
So this is a new tool that
Yes,
we
it
have.
is.
The new tool, actually, the beauty of it is that we take the 2000 census database and we update it, integrated with the post office and the cities in any municipality in that area. And we take the duplicate out and we take one single, we call it the master address list. And those are fed to the small PDA or computer. And the address canvasser, they come to your front house and they click on a GPS and get a location, and the location will state that address. And he has visually verified that address still exists. It's a single home or not single or multi-unit, if it has an apartment building or what have you, and he make those corrections. Now, if there's a correction change, we send a survey team to verify the structure and the livability of those houses. Now, they are in certain areas, there are houses who are actually vacant, abandoned, foreclosure, and those are noted. The reason of that, one of an important step of the address canvassing this, coming March 15, we mail about 130 million forms to households across the nations. We want to make sure that each one of those 130 million came to the right address and came back, because that's how we counted for who's been counted and not plus the other verification and quality control in place.
So you're making sure that the census questionnaires get to the right places,
Yes,
that they all
absolutely.
reach. And you said 130 million?
Million estimate that are going to be mailed in March 15.
March 15th of 2010.
2010.
All right, so tell me about these questionnaires that are going to be sent out in March. To whom will they be sent? To the household, to a particular person at that household, or how are they addressed?
It's sent to the household, and the household has to not verify actually, it's a 10 question or less, and it's very simple: name, address, date of birth, and phone number. And the reason we use the phone number is that in case the application wasn't complete, we can call them and verify it over the phone, any missing information, because by law we have to get everybody counted for. And
In that household?
In that household.
In that household.
So, and you have choose one of four race questions.